Hello, how's everybody doing this evening? Come on in the room, come on in the room. Hello to all of my Facebook saints and Sunday school dropouts and YouTube saints. I hope you have had a wonderful weekend and I hope that you're willing to spend a little time with me to start off your week. So come on in the room. If this is your first time watching, hello, my name's Brandolyn. I'm your joy generator, or you can call me B Sharp. And we are delighted to have you. So you just make sure to let us know that you're new and we will shout you out and make sure to show you some love. Just let us know that you're new and where you're from. And if you're catching on a replay, hey, you're a little late to the party, but you made it. So I hope you're enjoying the replay. Make sure to like, click, subscribe, because we're going to have some fun. So how y'all doing tonight? Let's see here. Hey, Q. I hope everything is well. Hi, my lady G. How are you? Oh, the comments are coming in slow tonight. Let's see here. Hey, Amy. Hey, Jackie. I hope all is well. Hi, Barbara from Long Island. I hope you're doing well. I'm going to work on my Long Island accent. I have to work on it. Let's see here. How are you guys doing today? Hey, Kathy from Texas. Well, how are you? Everything's big in Texas. I hope you're having a wonderful night. Hi, my Kelly. I hope all is well. Americus, Georgia. I know all about Americus, Georgia. I was actually down your way this weekend. I know about Americus, Georgia, because it's by Fort Valley, and that's where my daddy went to school, Fort Valley. Let's see here. Hello from Dallas. Okay. Before we go any further, can we just before we get into tonight's, how is my voice? Oh, it's doing fine. I've been keeping up with the doctor's regimen. I have to drink alkaline water. And so since I've done that and changed when I take my acid reflux meds, I can talk. I haven't had any trouble. You know, I wasn't quiet like I was supposed to be, right, Jackie? Okay, Miss Jacqueline, you know that, but I tried. I did. I put forth a conscious effort. Oh, looky here. My mama's in charge of the hospitality committee tonight. Welcome to all our newcomers. Okay, we're going to just take a moment. Everybody take a deep breath and a moment of silence because we have lost a very important part of our lives. We have lost that hour. That whole 60 minutes, we can't get it back. And I don't know about you, but I'm struggling. Got sunburn and windburn, but all is well. Still feel worthy. Good, you better. Winter Snow. I absolutely love your name. Winter Snow. You sound like a Disney princess. I love that. I am new fan from Maryland. Well, hello, Miss Maryland. Miss Winter Snow. I love it. Oh, is anyone else struggling with this loss of an hour? Oh, I need my hour back. I couldn't let that pillow go this morning. I could not. Hi, Kim from Nebraska. It will be back next fall. I know. But I just wanted to fall into my pillow this morning when I realized I'd lost that hour. Okay, let's see here. Greetings from Nebraska. Yes, Miss Kim. Hello to you. Okay, so fun to be in this room. Well, we're going to have fun tonight. You know we always do. We always do. Let's see here. Justin, are you new? Justin from Savannah, Georgia. It's some good eating in Savannah, Georgia. Okay, and Michelle is, you're struggling with that hour. It's killing me. I just want that hour back. Well, listen. Let's hop right on into tonight's show and let's talk a little bit about your bless your heart. I know that some of you all may not be from the South, but bless your heart means just that. Bless your heart. It can be a term of endearment and more typically it's sarcasm and it's an insult. Okay. And so every week we just talk about a bless your heart. Oh, Winter said she's struggling. What's wrong, Winter? You missed the nail appointment. You overslept. You needed that hour back. I know. Put on some gloves. You'll be all right. Hi from Nashville. That's my neck of the woods. I miss living in Nashville. I say that all the time. But let me tell you about tonight's Bless Your Heart, because this, I want to be an open discussion, okay? And you all know my rule. No judgment. This is a judgment-free zone. We are just Speaking, this is family. You know, you all are family to me. So, family, we're just going to have an open conversation about this. Bless your heart. Okay. I don't know if any of you all, most of you all have probably heard of this gentleman. His name is Kirk Franklin. He is a Christian gospel music artist. Okay. He's about this big. He is travel size. You can pick him up, put him in your purse. Well, in the past couple of days, he's had a bless your heart moment. His son and him got into an argument, and his son recorded him and put the conversation on Instagram. Okay, so anybody can hear it. And let's just say, I learned that Kirk Franklin has a gift, if you want to call it that, or a talent. And I say this because I come from a long line of professional cussers, okay? Not cursors. See, a curse is something that a witch puts on you, okay? I come from a long line of cussing people. Cussing people use curse words or cuss words in a way that you cannot duplicate. It comes out like poetry. The way that it's like it can be a noun, a verb, an adjective, but the way that they put it together is just, it's a lot. Okay. It's a lot. So I'm used to it. I don't do it, especially like a lot of people. I'm a clean comedian, and I don't know how I feel about that. I don't curse on stage. I don't. Know what I said on stage. Okay. And I'll explain that in a minute because I'm not good at it. Although I come from a long line of cusses, when you cuss, you have to have a certain emphasis. When I try, it just sounds awful. You understand? Let's see here. Carol says, I find cursing very therapeutic. I understand, Carol. You were in good company. A lot of people do. A lot of people do. Cursers are all right with me, Sonny says. They are all right with her. Margaret Ann, I come from a long line of cursers as well, literally learned to cuss like a sailor. Yes, yes. And some people, that's just who they are. Well, his son and him got into it, and his son recorded him, and he put together some combinations, and oof. And the son posted it. Okay. Thank you for that. It's hard to find clean comedy. Well, we're going to talk about that in a minute too. So just thank you for accepting me. But we'll talk about all of that in a second. I want to start with Kurt, and then we're going to roll into something else with this. But we're going to stay right in that vein, Holly. I find cursing helps to get my point across. I understand, Miss Betty. I do. I'll be very honest with you. My mother is not a heavy cursor. She's not. But I distinctly remember as a child, she could say, sit down, sit down, sit down. But it wasn't until she looked at us and said, sit, through the teeth, that we knew she meant business. So sometimes it is for emphasis, okay? No judgment here. But here's my issue with the Kirk Franklin thing, okay? Wait a minute. Jackie said cussing keeps us sane. Yes, yes. When I bring out the big cuss words, my family heads for the hills. Yes, Karen, I understand, because there's a difference between the little curse words and the big ones. I understand. Hey, Charles. Let's see here. Charles says, my mom years ago told me after cursing, you said, I'm sorry, son, but I'm 70 years old and I've earned the right to say what I think. Absolutely. I have to be very upset to do it. And my daughter laughs and says let it out. You got to let it out. You got to. Okay. So let's get into this part of the conversation. His son was wrong for that. All right. Okay. And let me back up and explain a couple of things for anyone who hasn't heard this. What I do not know, I don't know the circumstances behind the argument. I don't know what led up to it. Maybe that information is out there, but I don't know what it was. What I do know is it was clear that Kirk Franklin felt disrespected by his son, and he was having a conversation over the phone with his son, who recorded it and put it out there. Now, there's a couple of lessons that can be learned from all of this. Number one, I thought that we were dealing with a teenager or a young person. I went and investigated, and I'm giving you all this information so you can make a decision on the bless your heart. His son is 33 years old. So we are not talking about a teenager. That's number one. Number two, hurt people hurt people. Okay. So I did see where the son says he is officially done with his father. Hurt people hurt people. So I'm curious to know is what happened to this relationship that this son went for the jugular and betrayed his dad's trust. Even though if you hear the conversation, you can tell that he is upset. He feels disrespected completely. Lisa says, I'm a teacher and I cuss a lot in my head. See, that's why I can't be a teacher, because somehow I feel like from my head to my lips, it may come out. That's the second thing. But you guys tell me, as a because some people, of course, are jumping Kirk Franklin because they feel he's a Christian artist and he sings about the Lord. So therefore, these words should never come out of his mouth. And this is detrimental to his ministry. So you guys tell me how you feel about that too. Okay. Let's see here. Daniel says, he said he and his son have had issues for a while in his apology video. You're right. I know. Okay, there was an apology video. That is true. A terrible breach of trust. Okay. He is only human. Okay. Ooh, bless your heart. This is a lot. Hey, girl, you crack me up. Love the blue nail. Oh, why, thank you. I switch it up from time to time. I love my, my nail tech. I love her. She's a nail artist. Let's see here. Miss Laverne said he is still a man and not perfect. Okay, but why is it that we put people who connect themselves to the Lord, or who, understand this? If anyone, I don't care who you are, but if you are a Christian and you say you're a Christian, I do feel that holds you to a certain standard, holds you accountable for you. But why do we put people on a pedestal? Like, because you are a Christian, you're not human. You no longer are human. Okay. Because wait a minute. Let's see here. Lady G says, my German mom caught me cussing once. Boy, did I have to explain myself. I saw a dog get run over. Yeah, you better explain yourself, because she better get you. Let's see here. Regina Ross, even if he had cussed him out, the son had no right to put it on. So that's true. The other lesson. So hurt people hurt people. But another lesson in this, no matter who you are, you have to be careful, because even family can betray you. And when you get to that level, I guess, and now you don't even have to be on that level. We betray each other all the time, regular people who aren't celebrities and all that. Christians are human. I agree with that. For some reason, in the church especially, we put people to a higher standard, which is so strange to me. Goes to show you are human, but we are forgiven. I know. And to me, this actually makes me like Kirk Franklin even more, because it makes him human and it strengthens his testimony. That's my personal opinion. Stacy says, it's what makes us human when we make mistakes. It's what we do after, come on, Stacy, you're preaching now. It's what we do after to correct ourselves that defines us. I agree. Okay, Mary Wade. Oh, good. I was hoping somebody would be in the minority. I'm in the minority here. I don't curse. I don't like hearing it. What the son did was very wrong, but don't let any unholiness, some word, come out of your mouth. Okay, Mary Wade, I'm with you on that. Does anybody else agree with that? Does anybody else agree? I'm gonna wait just a minute and see. I'm trying to catch up. If you guys don't mind, because the comments are running kind of crazy. If you feel like, Mary, let's talk about it. I want to get more opinions in this. Let's see here. That's all I ever heard. I thought it was normal until I started cussing. I never sounded right cussing. I don't. I've tried. It's just not my gift. I always felt bad when I did. They tend to slip out. Oh, yeah. hmm Let me hurt myself. I used to wonder where it came from. If I hurt myself, or, in private, but, as a humorist or as a comedian, a lot of people, and I will tell you, there's so many comedians that I love. Okay. And a lot of them do curse. A lot of them do. And then some of them cuss. And I think that's, part of their gift. Or how they present on stage. And I don't judge them for that. It's not me. I can't do it. That doesn't mean I don't cuss sometimes, but it's just not my gift. Okay. I hear you, Tracy. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Now the comments are coming in so fast. Let's see here. Okay. I do. Debbie, I do what? You do agree with Mary? Yes, I agree. Carol says she agrees. I don't curse either. Okay, Deborah King agrees with you, and that's good. We've got family, but here we're moving into something. The Bless Your Heart is actually going to move us into tonight's conversation. Kids can take you there. Yeah, Vanessa. A kid can take you there. I understand. That is very true. Charles says putting family issues on display is not good. Also, passive aggressive posting like this is not how you handle this. Being Christians, we paint targets on ourselves. Come on, because that's where we're headed. And don't believe Kurt ever said he was better than us. He is trying to help motivate. We all fail. When we fail, ask God to help you. Stand up and try again. I am so with you, and I'll be honest with you. I can't wait, and this sounds so selfish, but I can't wait for whatever music is going to come out of him from this situation. Most musicians and songwriters, they go through so many heavy things, and then they write such powerful, relatable music. So I'm kind of excited about whatever songs he's going to bring forth out of this when the good Lord brings him back up. I agree. The devil made me do it. Oh, wait a minute. What did you do? I missed it. Let's see here. My grandma loved Jesus, but cussed like a sailor to this day. I don't know if I feel, wait, I don't feel I do. I feel sick after. I hear you. Mary is right. Okay. And this is good. We need to have this discussion because we're going somewhere. I promise we are. Let's see here. So I think it's fair to say we have two issues on the table with this Bless Your Heart. The first is the son. We are now in an age of social media. I thank God every day. Social media was not in existence when I was in college, and the good Lord hadn't gotten a hold of me. I would never have had a job. So I'm thankful, very thankful for that. But now in this age of social media, everything you do, anything, every mistake, it is recorded and can be put out there. So that's something you have to adjust to. But I think we all agree the son was dead wrong for posting that on Instagram, even though I think he did it out of hurt. He wanted his father to hurt. So I think we all agree on that part. Safe to say, it's just the cursing stuff that I don't even want to say we disagree on it. We just have different views. But here's my question, which is a good lead into for tonight. I'll tell you in just a minute. Family, we need to pray for Kurt's son. His objective must have been to hurt his father. Yes, be careful of the ditches we dig for others. Absolutely. Because even if you don't cuss or curse, we've all done something, okay? That's why I always scream, let's not judge, because one finger pointed at them and there's a whole bunch of fingers pointed back at you, okay? So let's talk a little bit about judgment, shall we? Sometimes, and I'm going to be very transparent with you all, for a long time, let's see here, God doesn't change for us. He doesn't. I don't think God changes for us, but I do think that we all go through things and we all make mistakes. And I thank the good Lord that he doesn't change because he loves us despite our mistakes. and despite what we do wrong. So no one's perfect, and that's not an excuse. But my question for us is judgment. How do we handle judging? I'm a Christian, okay? I love the Lord. That is something they see a lot of people shame away or don't say it, or, you shouldn't say that. Or you may not get this. I'm a Christian and I love the Lord, all right? But I also sometimes feel that when I say I'm a Christian, there's an automatic thought process for some people about what that must mean about me. And unfortunately, I feel that we're in a time where if you're a Christian, that means you're judgmental. Okay. Which I don't know if that's always true. Okay. So when I first started doing comedy, I refer to myself as a Christian comedy because I'm a Christian and I do comedy. And Cheryl Underwood, I had the pleasure of meeting her. She told me, stop calling yourself a Christian comedian. You're just a comedian. Your Christianity will speak for itself. But when you say you're a Christian comedian, that puts you in a box. And that means people automatically think certain things about you. They judge you. So that means only certain things can come out of your mouth. Does that make sense? Their judgment day will be coming. Okay. Let's see here. One thing we do know is when you were wrong, owning is a great thing, but to act like you've done no wrong is another story. Amen, Tracy. Absolutely 100% agree. Absolutely. A lot of people have a hard time with that one word. I'm sorry. Please forgive. You have to get out of that. You have to. I agree with you 100%. Because no matter what, even if you don't, if you do wrong and you don't admit you're wrong, or if you do wrong and you admit you're wrong, people are going to talk about you anyway. So when you're wrong, just say you're wrong and move on. Grow from it. I agree with you 100%. Let's see here. I wanted to get Betty's comment first. They try and stereotype those of us who say we are Christians. But I think that we do get stereotyped. We do. But it's not always because it's unwarranted. Sometimes I think, don't hate me for this, y'all, but I think we can be, not you personally, but sometimes Christians can come across as extremely judgmental. Extremely. And I know the Bible says, judge the spirit by the spirit. But I just wonder sometimes if we understand what the word judge means, or if we have different definitions of judge. Because sometimes it seems like we are the judge, the jury, the prosecutor, and the bailiff. And it's just like, I don't know if that's our job. I think our job is just to let our light shine. Why would you want to serve a God that requires all of that of you, to be the judge, the jury? I don't have time for all that. I'm trying to get me right. So let me just let my light shine and work on me, because I can be the judge and the jury and the bailiff for all the stuff I'm going through on my own. Let's see here. You have to be salt and light, but don't judge others. Pray for them. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see here. I'm a very funny person and I cuss with it. I believe it's the difference in it. You can tell. I hear you. I hear you. But does that make sense? Judgment and condemnation are two different issues. Fair. Absolutely. I agree with you. And I think sometimes we merge those terms. You know? When I was little, I used to hear this, I have no a heaven nor hell to put you in. I didn't know what that meant, but now as an adult, I get it. I do. Let's see here. Miss Brenda says, yes, you are right. Some Christians that go around pointing fingers at others. I know someone. And whoa. Let me back up and say this. Just because you don't cuss doesn't mean that you're judging. Let me stress that. I don't think that at all. Okay. Some people truly feel that, especially females, when they curse, it's just not tasteful at all. If you ever come to one of my shows, I'm not a cusser. I tried. It just didn't come out right. So, um, so don't think that I don't want anybody thinking I'm judging at all. We are just having a conversation. Okay, let's see here. When you judge, that is pride and the devil talking, saying you are better than them. Judgment is God's because I don't want anything to do with that. No, I'll let him do that. I'm with you. I'm with you. Let's see here. Let me jump down. The comments are moving. Oh, Regina says, we do judge, but we should listen to what we say and do that. We can be judged for also. I think we all judge. If honestly, I think that makes you humans judge. You just judge. That's just who you are. It's more about how you choose to handle that. You know, I judge up here all the time. We all judge. Have you been to Walmart? You've judged. Have you sat in a food court in the middle of the not even the middle of the summer? Have you sat in a food court ever in a mall when the first hint of sun comes out and everybody wants to be naked? Have you gone to church and heard the choir try to sing a song that they maybe needed to have practice about 2 more Sundays before they let the rest of us hear it? We have all judged. How do you handle that is the question. Kelly says, Wanda Sykes curses, but I think she is funny. Absolutely. And I think that's just all about taste. Some of us enjoy certain things and some people are immediately turned off when they hear curse words. Some people think I'm lame because I don't curse. That goes into the pot of there's a different style of comedy for every person. Okay. It's just like when you go to the store and buy bread. There's tons of breads on the shelf. There's different types, different brands, all kinds of bread. You just go and get the bread that you want. That's how it works. Just like with comedy, you go with what you like. I can't wait to come to one of your shows. I can't wait to have some shows. But until then, I'll be posting my crazy just for you, Lady G. Oh, Lord, see. Make a joyful. Now, listen. I know some churches are back in session. Our church is not. But I'm making a motion that the choir starts rehearsing a month ahead of our opening so that I don't judge. I need them to come on back. Ruthie says, I think if you say you're a Christian comedian, it just lets people know it's family friendly. And yes, some will set certain expectations on you, but that doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. I think you are very funny and real. Thank you so much, Ruthie. I appreciate that. I am family friendly. It's just sadly, some people put me in a box. So there's certain things that if I say, it automatically, it takes away from this box of what they think a Christian is. And I just don't want that type of pressure on me. But I have no problem telling you I'm a clean comedian because that also means I'm family friendly. And it also means, I'm not going to curse. So clean comedian does that for me. The other thing is, and why I was okay with once she explained it to me, I have tons of friends and I get along with everybody and I want everybody to feel welcome in this space. You don't have to be a Christian. And I've performed in front of people and for people who may not believe. So I also have to be careful because of that stereotype and because some people automatically label you a certain way. It may have caused me not to be considered for a gig because they think, I don't know, that I'm going to come in the room and judge, or I'm going to make all Jesus jokes, which I have those. I have plenty of church jokes. But a lot of what I talk about is just real stuff, Do you have any regrets? Kelly, are you talking to me? Because I know we'll be doing sidebars. So let me know if you're talking to me, okay? All right. Just let me know. Sadly, doesn't matter if you're a Christian or not. We all put people in boxes and it never works. Absolutely, we do. But if there's sometimes where I can keep you from putting me in certain boxes, they'll always put you in a box. But it's my job to bust out of it. Oh, it's my job to come bust out of it because see, here's the thing. I don't have to say to you I'm a Christian. It's light. It just, I just let the good Lord do his thing. I don't have to come in the room with a big old house Bible under my arm. Y'all know what I mean with the house Bible? Did y'all grow up with the house Bible? The big Bible at the house? Your grandma had it and whew, you had to wipe the dust off of it. And if it fell on your toe, oh, I promise your toe was broke. Let's see here. Adrian says, people need to lighten up. We need laughter in this crazy world and everything that's been going on lately. I know. I agree. Let's see here. Even when I was in the Army, I didn't cuss, and I still don't cuss. Just not natural. I love your comedy because you are clean, and there's no reason that we can't laugh and enjoy clean comedy. Absolutely. Without the foul words, degrading people, or damn right dirty humor, according to some. Gotcha. Oh, I'm not going to change. Don't you worry. Let's see here. Brandlin, also, do you have to forgive yourself? Okay, so do I have any regrets and do I ever have to forgive myself? I'm assuming you mean on stage, because if you mean in life, girl, we don't have that kind of time. But on stage, have I ever? Yes, there are some jokes that now would make me cringe that I've told. But I think that I had to grow as a person from, so that I had to grow to that point. So sometimes as you grow as a person, your humor grows too. So yes. Also, do you have to forgive yourself? I absolutely had to forgive myself. And when I talk about, like, there's some things, if it happens to me, I'm going to tell you. And most of my humor is about me. But if it's involving other people, I always ask them before I talk about it on stage. So my family knows at this point they're fair game. But I never get on stage and never reveal real names unless it's my family, and then they know. But yeah, I have to forgive myself, because if I don't forgive me, I'll never get back on stage. So I don't know if that answers your question, but let's see here. There are too many judgmental people in this world. I agree, Anastasia. I do. That's why I am so big on not being one of them. I judge here, but I don't judge here. Everybody is welcome in my space. And I think as long as you allow that, it's okay. Winter Snow, I'm in love with your name, Winter. I just love it. Winter, if you don't mind, what is your middle name? If you're in the South, it's either Ann or Lynn or Marie. That's just a guess. I like a mixture. Funny is funny. I just love to laugh. Absolutely. And that's it. You just want to love to laugh. And whatever makes you laugh, especially for what we've been through the past year with this pandemic, that's all that matters, is we need to laugh. Oh my goodness, we're out of time. Why do we do this every time? We do. Okay. Susan, we are not perfect. No. And trust me, we'll make mistakes. I will make a mistake. I need to put that out there right now. On something, just know, you know my heart. Just know that. Find humor in simple things. I agree with you, Miss Sharon. Simple things like running across a doggone softball field with no oxygen. Yes. Let's see here. Okay. Humor is funny as long as it's not hurting anyone, cursing or not. True. I'm going to challenge you a little bit, though, because this is something that I'm telling you from personal experience, and then we're going to get off of here, okay? Sometimes, intentionally or unintentionally, every time I open my mouth, I hurt somebody or I offend someone. Humor does require some level of being able to joke with yourself and find the humor in things. But as a comedian or as a humorist, there's always someone who's going to be offended. And so I have to just take that one on the chin. Okay. But before we go, does anybody have anything that is really heavy on their heart or something we need to put some prayers out there? I love it. Get your shine on. Y'all know I was going to say it. You don't even have to tell me because prayers can go unspoken, okay? Or requests can go unspoken. My prayer for you this week is that you do get your shine on, that whatever doors that you've been praying for opening, whether it be healing, a promotion on your job, that move you're uncertain of, that rift you have in your family, whatever it is, my prayer for you is that you get your shine on, that the Lord gives you the strength to get through it, the grace and the words to get through the situation. We're definitely praying for Kurt Franklin and his family, and that you all just have a wonderful and blessed week. Okay? Make sure that you get your shine on and smile. Okay? I love y'all, and I will see you on Wednesday. Have a wonderful evening.